Well, hello guys, this is N1CY and we're going to talk about a really important subject right now. We're going to talk about mobile ham radio installation and the proper way to get your wires to the power source, which is the battery in this case, and have ample protection. And so what we're using here, we're using the Blue Sea distribution panel, which is installed right here. You can install it inside the engine compartment in a safe place, away from splashes and engine heat. And in this instance, I do have it mounted on an aluminum plate on the back to this kind of anchor in the car, which is away from engine heat. And this installation, by the way, was done completely by KR6J, Kilo Romeo 6 Juliet. His name is Kenan, super nice guy, and he helped me out with that. And he routed the wires through the firewall inside the vehicle, so you're not going to see anything. So everything is going through the firewall. Now the Blue Sea, which is a fused panel, this is a 6-position fused. Let's get a close up here if we can. So I'm powering 3 radios, as you can see. 3 small wires for positive and 3 small wires for negative, the black and red. And those go to the radios inside the vehicle through the firewall. And then we have this big 4-gauge wire, negative lead, and this big 4-gauge wire, positive lead, that powers the Blue Sea terminal, and that goes directly to the battery. So let's back up here and we're going to go to the battery. And so the battery is on this side. This is an old Mitsubishi 2002 Mitsubishi Montero Sport. And so here are the wires. And as you can see here, I don't know if we can, I have those 4-gauge heavy duty wires. They are protected by a 30 amp fuse, each one. So I hope you can see that. We have 30 amp fuses right there. So these are 4-gauge wires, heavy duty, and they come to the battery terminal. So here's the negative one installed here, and here is the positive one, which is going right here. So this is the positive 4-gauge wire right here. It's really heavy duty cable, it's fused, and the negative one is right here. And those are tools that you must have to keep your battery post clean. This wire brush right here, this wire brush, keep everything nice and clean. You got to do maintenance. I recommend that you do it depending where you live. If you live close by the ocean, maybe once every 2 months. If you live up in the mountains, maybe once every 3 or 4 months. If you live in the Midwest, back east, maybe once a month or every other month. And this cleaning tool for the battery post, you can see here too. You clean the battery post with that. Okay, and it's got a cover on it. This is the cover. So here's how it looks. So you must, this is a must-have tool to clean your post. You can get this from any automobile store. And then I spray corrosive prevention. This fella here on the right, NCP2 battery corrosion preventive. And to clean the battery you use this. So these are the 2 must-have. You gotta have this stuff, guys, to keep everything clean. So that reddish stuff you see here, that reddish stuff, that's the corrosion prevention. And I can even spray a little bit more here on the post. There we go. This is how it looks like. Alright guys, especially if you have an older vehicle, you know, most hams do, not all but most. And so let's go back to the Blue Sea. And this is the cover, by the way, for the Blue Sea terminal. So it says right here, Blue Sea. This is a marine product, but I prefer this much better than the Anderson poles. Much better. A lot more heavy duty, a lot more you know, resistant to temperatures, hot, cold, noise, vibration, especially in the mobile. Vibration is a big deal. And this thing goes to cover this here. I'll give another look at the Blue Sea and the way I have it mounted. A lot of people can mount this inside the vehicle. You don't have to mount this in the engine compartment like I did. A lot of people do it inside the vehicle. I'll go ahead and put the cover on. So basically this is how it looks. So you got the cover there, and to dislodge the cover you press on that yellow button there, and then you pull back and you remove the cover. It's very easy. So this is you know, very reliable installation, heavy duty, resistance to heat and resistant to noise and vibration. You know, especially if you're driving an SUV and you do a little bit of off-roading like I do. And like I said, I'm powering 3 radios, as if you've seen in my previous videos. And I'm running everything through the firewall for the radio power cords. And the battery supply, power supply, heavy duty gauge wires, they're inside the engine compartment and they're protected. We got zip ties here, we got another housing for the wires, so everything is protected. And then we got the fuses over there. Okay, so to wrap up, this is a really good, as close as professional as you can make it installation. Get rid of those alligator clips, zip ties, and other sources, and do it the right way. Go directly to the battery terminal, one positive, one negative. So anyway guys, thank you for watching, and we will wrap it up by talking about these cleaners, which I recommend highly that you should have in your inventory to keep your battery in good shape. Well, thank you for watching, and this is November 1 Charlie Yankee.